The curse that ran in your bloodline ends tonight. Archangel Michael says, I'm cutting it off at the root. But you must agree in faith, my beloved child, there are battles you never chose. Storms that began before you were even born. Patterns of pain, heartbreak, and loss that seem to pass from one generation to another, like shadows stitched into your very blood. You felt it, haven't you? The same cycles repeating, the same chains wrapping tighter. But tonight that ancient curse ends. Listen carefully, the heavens have spoken. Archangel Michael, the warrior of light, the destroyer of dark dominions, has drawn his sword. He's standing beside you right now, ready to strike down every generational curse. Every demonic inheritance, every unseen force that has kept your destiny locked, but he cannot do it alone. He needs your agreement in faith. There's something sacred about this moment. The air is charged, your soul is trembling, and your spirit knows this isn't just another night. This is the night heaven writes your story. Think about it. How many times have you felt something was holding you back? How many dreams slipped away right when you were close? That's not coincidence. It's a curse running through your bloodline. It's the same spiritual pattern that plagued your parents, their parents, and those before them, but Archangel Michael whispers, the curse ends tonight. He's not just speaking to you. He's speaking through you. You are the chosen vessel for this divine reversal. What your ancestors suffered, you will overcome. What they lost, you will recover. What they feared, you will conquer. Close your eyes for a second. Can you feel it? That trembling inside your chest. That's not fear, it's the awakening of faith. It's the stirring of heaven's power inside you. Archangel Michael is ready to strike, but your words will be the command. Say this quietly. I agree in faith, I accept heaven's decree. Because once you say that, a supernatural alignment begins. The roots of darkness, those invisible spiritual cords that have connected you to sorrow, poverty, and pain, start to loosen. Heaven is scanning through your lineage right now, identifying every curse that's been passed down. And one by one, Michael's sword is cutting them off. Your story won't end the same way theirs did, you won't repeat their mistakes. You will inherit their pain. This is a divine interruption, a holy collision between your destiny and heaven's mercy, and when that sword falls, it won't just cut the curse, it will release blessing. Blessing that was stolen, joy that was buried, peace that was delayed. It's all being restored, but remember, faith is the key. If you doubt, the curse lingers. If you believe, it shatters. This is not about luck or chance. This is about spiritual agreement. Heaven is asking, will you believe? Because once you say yes, once you align your faith with heaven's decree, your bloodline changes forever. Stay with me, because what's coming next will reveal how the curse entered your bloodline, and the shocking moment heaven decided it must end. Don't skip. Something powerful is about to be exposed, my beloved child. Every curse has an origin. It doesn't begin with you. It begins with something spoken, something done, something plighted long ago. Somewhere in the depths of your family's history, someone opened a door that should have remained sealed. It could have been fear, hatred, betrayal, or even unintentional disobedience to divine law. Whatever it was, it became a seed, and that seed grew into a tree of sorrow that has reached across generations to find you. But tonight, that tree will be uprooted. Archangel Michael has come not to prune branches, but to strike at the root. You see, heaven doesn't do half miracles. When God sends his angels, he sends them to finish what darkness began. And this time, he sent his mightiest warrior for your bloodline. The curse might have shown itself in different forms, cycles of poverty, illness, broken relationships, or endless disappointment. It might have whispered through the voices of people who told you that you'll never rise, that you'll never be free, that you're just like those who came before. But those words were lies forged in the fire of despair, not destiny, for destiny cannot be cursed, it can only be delayed. The truth is, heaven has been watching your line for centuries. There were moments when the curse almost broke, moments when someone in your family nearly walked in divine freedom, but fear, doubt, or temptation always dragged them back. But now, something different is happening. Heaven has chosen you to finish what they could not. You are the breaker of cycles, the one born for this divine confrontation, and Archangel Michael stands ready, holding a blazing sword that glows with the light of justice. His wings stretch wide, covering your past, present, and future. Every time you whisper in faith, "I believe," his sword burns brighter. Every time you resist fear, chains begin to crack. Every time you choose love over bitterness, the curse loses its grip. There's something you must understand. Spiritual warfare isn't always about demons screaming or visible signs. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's that inner conflict you felt for years, the battle between who you are and who the curse says you must be. The fact that you're even watching, listening, or reading this right now is proof that heaven is intervening. You didn't stumble here by accident. You were drawn here by divine timing. Archangel Michael is declaring, enough. Enough of the patterns that drained your strength. Enough of the whispers that said you'll never be free. Enough of the fear that your children might face the same pain you endured. Heaven is intervening tonight to write your family's legacy. And this isn't just about breaking something, it's about brooding something new. Once the curse is gone, blessings will begin to flow freely. But blessings need faith to land. Faith is the soil that holds divine seeds. When you agree in faith, you're creating ground for heaven's promises to take root. Right now, say these words out loud: I refuse to be the carrier of pain, I choose to be the carrier of light. When you speak in faith, your words travel beyond your room. They echo through the unseen realm. Every declaration becomes a command to the forces that once ruled your bloodline. The heavens respond to words spoken with belief. And when you say, "The curse ends with me," it becomes law in the spiritual realm. Listen carefully, because Archangel Michael is not acting alone. There are multitudes of angels aligned with your destiny. They are surrounding your home, standing at the doors of your future, guarding every new beginning. Their assignment is to make sure that once this curse is broken, it can never be reattached. But for that to happen, you must do something crucial. You must surrender every resentment, every wound, every secret grudge that ties you emotionally to your past. Darkness feeds on bitterness. It survives through unforgiveness. If you hold on to it, you give the curse a legal right to remain. But if you release it now, right now, light floods in where darkness once ruled. Close your eyes for a moment, and imagine a long, dark vine stretching from the past toward your present. It's thick, twisted, filled with memories of pain and disappointment. Now, see Archangel Michael lifting his sword high. He strikes once, and light bursts through the vine. It cracks, splinters, and disintegrates into ash. What once held your family in bondage is now gone. Heaven just cut it off at the root. This is not symbolic, it's spiritual reality. You may even feel lighter right now. You may sense a peace you haven't felt in years. That's not coincidence. That's the evidence of deliverance. But remember, the victory must be sealed. Faith without confession fades. You must speak this daily. My bloodline is redeemed, my lineage is free. The curse has no power here. And if you believe that, you must not keep it to yourself. Someone else out there needs this message of freedom. Share this revelation. Comment your agreement, speak it publicly. Because when you declare victory out loud, you not only strengthen your faith, but ignite faith in others. Every time someone hears you speak freedom, another chain breaks in a life that's been waiting for deliverance. That's the ripple effect of heaven's power. That's how one act of faith multiplies across families, across generations, across the world. You are the proof that faith works. You are the evidence that heaven still interferes in human bloodlines. The curse that haunted your ancestors now trembles at your voice. Something divine has begun, and it's unstoppable. But stay close, my beloved child, because the next revelation will uncover the hidden signs that the curse was still active in your life, and how Archangel Michael's command is about to reverse every one of them. Stay till the end. Something miraculous is unfolding before your very eyes, my beloved child. When heaven begins to move, the evidence doesn't hide. You start to feel the atmosphere around you shift. The way people speak to you changes, the way your heart reacts to pain changes. And even the way time seems to unfold feels different. But before victory fully blooms, the signs of the old curse often try to resurface one last time. It's like the final cry of darkness before it loses all power. Tonight, we unveil those signs, not to frighten you, but to make you aware of what's breaking right now under the authority of Archangel Michael. Have you ever noticed how some doors in your life seem permanently locked, no matter how much effort or prayer you gave? Every time you reached for a breakthrough, something invisible pulled you back. You saw others rise easily while you struggled in the same patterns again and again. Financial strain, emotional exhaustion, relationships that felt cursed from the start. These were not ordinary battles, they were symptoms of an inherited curse embedded deep within your lineage. The enemy doesn't create new tricks. He simply repeats what worked before. The same patterns your great-grandparents fought in silence are the same ones you have faced in your own life. That constant feeling of almost, but never quite, reaching your potential. That lingering sense that something unseen was sabotaging your steps, those were not coincidences. Those were the fingerprints of a curse trying to keep its hold. But tonight, Archangel Michael's command slices through those invisible chains. You see, when he speaks, the heavens obey instantly. He doesn't negotiate with darkness. He destroys it. His sword burns with divine fire. The same fire that once guarded the gates of Eden, and that same light is now surrounding you. The energy of that command is cutting through timelines, reaching back into your ancestry, writing moments that were never meant to carry sorrow. Listen carefully, my child. A generational curse often attaches itself through unhealed pain and unspoken words. Perhaps someone in your bloodline died with bitterness or shame, never forgiving or releasing. That emotional energy, that unhealed wound, becomes an open portal through which darkness travels. But tonight, as you agree in faith, heaven is sealing those portals one by one. Every door that pain opened is being shut with the seal of divine light. You might feel waves of emotion right now, tears, warmth, even trembling. And that's not weakness. That's the evidence of cleansing. The curse doesn't just leave quietly. It leaves as your spirit releases everything it ever held on to. Archangel Michael isn't just fighting around you. He's fighting for you, reclaiming every piece of your divine identity that the curse once tried to steal. He's saying, you are not what your past says you are. You are what heaven has declared you to be. Think about the moments you almost gave up. When everything inside you felt too heavy to carry. Even then, heaven was watching. Every tear you cried became a record in the book of remembrance, waiting for this very night, for the moment when justice would be served, because God is not unjust. He sees what had been stolen and demands repayment. The curse doesn't just break, it reverses. Where there was loss, there will be gain. Where there was shame, there will be honor. Where there was delay, there will be exhilaration. Archangel Michael's sword not only ends the curse, it opens the vaults of blessings that were once withheld. Those blessings are not lost, they were preserved, waiting for someone with faith like yours to unlock them. But here's a divine mystery. Sometimes blessings are hidden inside the very pain that tried to destroy you. Every disappointment you faced carried a seed of redemption. Heaven is now turning those seeds into miracles. You are about to see beauty bloom from the ashes of your past, yet, you must remain alert. As the light grows stronger, the shadows grow disturbed. You might notice old temptations trying to resurface or thoughts of unworthiness whispering again. That is not the curse regaining strength. It's the last echo of a system being dismantled. When those moments come, lift your voice and say, I am free by divine decree, my bloodline belongs to light. Those words act like spiritual thunder, shaking away the remnants of darkness that try to cling. And now, something even greater is happening. Heaven is not just cleansing your spirit. It's cleansing your name. Every accusation, every generational stain, every spiritual mark that was ever placed on your family line is being erased in this very moment. Archangel Michael is rewriting your spiritual identity. Your name is being spoken in the courts of heaven. And the verdict has been declared, redeemed, restored, righteous. In the realm of spirit, your ancestors are watching. Those who prayed for freedom but never saw it are witnessing the answer unfold through you. The curse that bound them no longer exists, their tears are being turned into your triumph. You are the final link, the generation that ends what others could not. The heavens rejoice because this isn't just about your personal victory, this is a cosmic shift. Every time one soul breaks free from a generational curse, the entire lineage is elevated. The spiritual weight that once pressed down on your family is lifting, and from this night onward, your descendants will walk in a freedom they didn't earn but inherited through your faith. Breathe deeply and receive this truth. It ends tonight, the curse is gone. The door is sealed. The new covenant is active, and when the light of morning rises, you will notice something different. Peace will no longer visit. It will stay. Blessings will no longer delay. They will flow. Heaven is calling your name louder than your past ever did. The angels rejoice because one bloodline has been redeemed. One soul has chosen faith over fear. And now, my beloved child, hold on tight, because what's about to be revealed next will show you the exact moment Archangel Michael steps into battle for you and how divine authority manifests when you agree in faith. Don't skip. You are standing on holy ground and something extraordinary is about to unfold, my beloved child. A hush falls over the atmosphere, and in that silence you sense the presence of something sacred being prepared. The figure of Archangel Michael emerges. Brilliant and unwavering, ready to advance into the unseen battlefield that has shaped your family line for generations. You may not hear the trumpets, but you feel the vibration beneath your feet. The moment has arrived when heaven's authority steps into your story. The roots of the curse have been identified, the groundwork of your faith aligned, and now the warrior moves. In the stillness around you, you can imagine his wings stirring, the blade of justice held high, poised to strike. The whole creation watches as you give your consent, your faith stirring the engines of angelic power. Before the strike, you sense the weight of what this means. For centuries your ancestors carried burdens they were never meant to carry. They carried verbal curses, secret sins, generational neglect, destructive habits, and unresolved wounds. Every one of these was a strand woven into the fabric of your bloodline, a silent inheritance of pain and limitation. But heaven has declared tonight to be the end of that chapter. The next chapter begins with your spoken agreement. When the angel steps forward, he is not just severing those strands, he is unveiling the truth of who you were created to be. You were not born into defeat, you were born into victory. You were not sentenced to repeat history, you were destined to write it. And so the angel moves. He passes through the timelines where your family's sorrow was anchored. Lungs of addiction that never healed, words spoken in anger that opened doors for darkness, faith that flickered and died before its time. He moves through each wound with the voice of justice, holding your name above every legacy that chained you. With every fierce step, you feel the air shift, gravity loosens, walls tremble, and the cage around your destiny cracks open. From the crack emerges light, from that moment emerges freedom. You do not have to struggle through the same defeat your heritage carries, because the warrior's sword has been drawn on your behalf. In that very strike, you feel release. It may come as a sigh, a tear sliding down your cheek, or a sudden clarity that shuts out the chaos of your past. In that moment you realize, the curse wasn't only an external force, it whispered in your thoughts, it hid in your decisions, it danced in the shadows of your identity. But with the angel's intervention, those whispers go silent, the shadows retreat. Your identity emerges from underneath a weight of generational patterns. You see yourself not through their stories but through heaven's declaration, redeemed, free, strong, chosen. As the blade finishes its arc, you are no longer defined by what your ancestors suffered. You are defined by what you are inheriting now. Yet even as the strike lands, the aftermath matters. This is why your faith and your voice are critical. You are asked to speak. To declare, to agree, and in doing so you activate what was accomplished. Not only with the curse cut, but you now stand in the authority to declare the blessing. Speak boldly. My bloodline is free. The root has been severed, I walk in the destiny prepared for me. Your voice is not timid. It is triumphant. When you declare this, you are aligning your will with heavenly purpose. You are standing with Archangel Michael and saying, I accept my part. Yet acceptance triggers the release of blessing and light. A door opens behind you, one you did not even know existed, leading toward everything your heart has dreamed of. And behind you, the past remains, severed, erased, defeated. But even victory comes with responsibility. This divine intervention did not happen to leave you passive. It happened to make you active. With the curse broken, there is now a charge in you, a call to live differently. You are to become an example, a signpost for others who believed they were stuck in history's loop. Your testimony, your changed life, your newfound freedom, these will ripple outward. Opening your mouth to share what has happened isn't just for you, it is for the generations behind you, the ones whose faith flickered out, and for those ahead of you who will now walk in light because of what you did tonight. Comment your agreement. Share your story, tell the world that the bloodline ends here and light begins now. When you share, the power multiplies. Others who hear your words stand on the same battlefield and see that freedom has a name and a time, feel the rush inside you, the momentum of change advancing. You may notice miracles already aligning, doors opening unexpectedly, relationships shifting, hope rising where there was only despair. Those are the early signs of the blessing entering. Do not dismiss them. Do not shrink from them. Welcome them, claim them. Live as though the curse didn't define your past because it now defines your future. On the other side of the warrior's strike, there is a new sound, the heartbeat of your destiny. That heartbeat grows louder with every choice you make to walk in the freedom you were given. With every act of love, with every act of forgiveness, with every step toward your calling, you affirm that the curse never had the power it thought it had. The air around you has been cleared, the chains have been removed. The warrior has done his part. But you remain standing with the sword of faith in your mouth and the shield of hope in your hand. The lineage of pain ends. The legacy of purpose begins. And when others look at you, they will not see the scars of generational defeat, they will see a living testimony to divine reversal. They will see proof that heaven still intervenes, that the past can be undone, that a bloodline can be redeemed through one decision anchored in faith. One outpouring of obedience at the right moment, the night you stand on ground that used to be cursed. But it is now holy ground, a moment is poignant for you to walk forward. Your ancestors watched this moment. The angels rejoice and heavens align, the curse's hold is over. Your freedom is activated. Your destiny advances, and as you step into the future, you carry not only your own name, but your family's name restored, honored, lighter, brighter. Stay with me, for soon you will see the final unveiling of how your everyday life will reflect your new status and how every field of your existence will be reclaimed by heaven's plan. Don't skip. Something huge is still waiting for you. My beloved child, when the battle ends, silence fills the space where chaos once reigned. It is not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of completion, the deep peace that comes when heaven has finished its work. you can feel that peace beginning to descend upon you now, can't you? It settles softly, wrapping around your spirit like a mantle, whispering that the fight for your bloodline is over. The curse that chased your family for generations has been cut off at the root, and what remains is holy ground, a new beginning, waiting for you to step into it. But before you take that first step forward, there is something vital you must understand: every ending in the divine order is also a beginning. When Archangel Michael's sword struck and severed the dark root, it did not leave an empty space. It created room for something new to grow. In the spiritual realm, nature abhors a vacuum. Where darkness once lived, light must now dwell. So the question becomes, what will you allow to take root in this newly freed soil of your soul? This is the moment to sow purpose, to plant the seeds of the future your ancestors longed for but never saw. You are now the gardener of your destiny. Every word you speak, every choice you make, every act of love or faith you express from this moment on will take root in the very ground where the curse once grew. The soil is rich now, purified by fire and faith. Heaven is watching to see what you will plant, because whatever you choose will not only shape your life but will echo through generations to come. You see, breaking a curse is not just about removing darkness, it's about restoring design. The design that was placed upon your bloodline before the world was formed, the divine blueprint of your family was always meant to carry light, creativity, compassion, and strength. But the curse distorted that pattern, twisting beauty into brokenness, faith into fear, love into loss. Now that the distortion is gone, heaven is revealing what your lineage was meant to be. You are not the product of pain, you are the prophecy of restoration. Imagine for a moment your ancestors standing in heaven's great expanse, watching this transformation unfold. The ones who wept in silence now smile, the ones who prayed but never saw breakthrough now shout with joy. Their unfinished hopes are being fulfilled through you. Their chains are gone because you believe. You are rewriting not just your story, but the entire history of your family. And the heavens are recording every heartbeat of your faith as testimony. There will be signs that the shift has taken place. You will notice divine favor beginning to appear where struggle once lived. Opportunities will find you that make no sense to logic. Relationships that once carried friction will soften, heal, and transform. The very atmosphere of your home may feel different. Lighter, safer, filled with an unexplainable warmth. That is not your imagination. That is the presence of divine order returning to your bloodline. The house that was once a battlefield has become a sanctuary. But remember this, my child. Freedom must be maintained by awareness. The curse is gone. But the world will still try to whisper old lies into your new beginning. Fear will try to disguise itself as caution. Guilt will try to creep back in and remind you of what your family once was. When that happens, you must respond from faith, not fear. Speak this truth out loud: that was then. This is now. Heaven has spoken, and I am free. Your words carry power because they are backed by divine authority. There is also a call within this freedom. A higher responsibility. Heaven does not set a lineage free without purpose. Your family was meant to carry something precious into the world. It might be wisdom, compassion, creativity, leadership, or faith. Whatever it is, it will begin to surface in you now more strongly than ever before. The very talents and desires you once doubted are part of that original divine inheritance. The curse tried to bury them, but the angels strike unearthed them. You will start to feel those gifts stir and awake inside you, calling to be used, calling to fulfill the purpose your family was destined for. As you step into this calling, remember to honor what has been done. Archangel Michael fought for you not because you were helpless, but because you were chosen. The warrior of heaven only draws his sword when destiny is on the line. And yours was worth fighting for. When you sense his presence now, it will not be with fire and battle cries, it will be with calm and strength. You will feel his presence when peace seems unexplainable. When your courage feels larger than your fear, when you suddenly know what to do in moments of confusion. That's his way of saying, you're still guarded. You're still guided. Now, as heaven celebrates your victory, you must let others witness it. Don't hide what's happened. Speak about it, share your testimony. Someone out there is still living under a curse they do not understand. And your voice could be the key that unlocks their freedom. When you share your story, you extend the victory beyond yourself. Comment it. Speak it, proclaim it. Let the world know that generational curses do not have the final word. Faith does, and as you do, your words will carry the same power that broke your own chains, releasing others into light. This is not just your story. It's a divine movement beginning through you. The same archangel who fought for you is now ready to fight for those you touch through your obedience. Your family's pain has become someone else's prophecy. Your breakthrough becomes their blueprint, so breathe deeply. Feel the peace of completion settled in. The night that began in warfare now ends in calm glory. You are standing in the dawn of renewal. And soon, you will witness the full manifestation of everything heaven promised. Restored joy, overflowing abundance, and the unstoppable flow of divine favor through every area of your life. Stay close, my beloved child. For what comes next will reveal how the heavens reward obedience. How your faith becomes the doorway through which blessing floods not only your life, but the world around you. Stay till the end. Something magnificent is still unfolding in your favor. My beloved child, the dawn that breaks after deliverance is unlike any other. It carries a golden stillness, as if creation itself pauses to honor what heaven has just done. The chains that once bound your lineage are gone, and what stands before you now is not the same world you once knew. The air feels lighter, your heart beats freer. And though the world around you may look unchanged, everything in the spiritual realm has shifted. The curse that ran through your bloodline for generations no longer has authority, and its echoes can no longer find you. Archangel Michael's decree has sealed your victory. And now, your journey turns from battle to building. You must understand, my child, that freedom without faith soon fades. The sword has done its work, but faith must now sustain it. Heaven has written your freedom in the book of destiny, but your agreement must continue to give it life. Each morning you wake, reaffirm what heaven has declared, speak it with the same conviction that tore the curse from your blood. I am covered in light. My lineage is restored. The darkness has no claim over me. Those words are not mere affirmations. They are declarations that keep the gates of your spirit guarded. Archangel Michael's authority did not vanish when the curse broke. It remains active around you, enforcing the decree as long as you remain in faith. In this new season, you will notice moments that test the reality of your deliverance. Old patterns may try to whisper. Familiar fears may knock. And doubts may disguise themselves as logic. Do not be deceived. These are shadows, not chains. The curse has no substance anymore, only memory, and memory has power only when you give it attention. Turn your gaze instead toward the light that now floods your path. Every time you choose faith over fear, love over resentment, truth over regret, you build the foundation of your restored legacy. You are now walking as the first generation of blessing. The blood that once carried patterns of failure now carries favor. The same DNA that once echoed pain now hums with purpose. You are the living proof that divine justice can reach through centuries and rewrite the script of a family line. You may not see all the fruit at once, but the process has begun. The soil is healed, the roots are pure, and heaven's rain has begun to fall. Stay patient, because restoration moves differently than destruction. It builds slowly, but it lasts forever. Archangel Michael's presence does not fade with victory. Instead, he transforms into guardianship. You will feel him now not as a warrior of fire, but as a silent sentinel of light. In moments of uncertainty, you may sense warmth near your shoulder or an inexplicable calm in your chest. That is the sign that the angelic protection continues. The same hands that swung the sword to sever darkness now shield the garden of your destiny. And heaven itself has stationed watch over you, ensuring that the curse can never return, but there is more. Heaven never ends a battle without beginning a blessing. The space that the curse once occupied is now fertile ground for divine reward. The years your family lost are being restored, not metaphorically, but tangibly. You may begin to notice unexpected favor flowing into your life, resources appearing when needed, opportunities aligning without explanation, people entering your path who carry answers to prayers you haven't even spoken aloud. These are not coincidences, these are the reparations of heaven, the repayment of everything that was stolen across generations. And when this favor begins to unfold, remember gratitude. Gratitude is the language of increase. The more you thank heaven, the more heaven entrusts to you. Say it daily. Thank you, for the curse has ended. Thank you, for my blood thine walks in light. Thank you, for I am chosen. Each word of thanks builds a shield of peace around you and keeps your spirit aligned with divine flow. Now, there is something heaven is asking of you. Share your light. You are not set free to live in silence, your freedom is meant to ignite others. There are people still trapped in cycles of despair, unaware that the same power that delivered you is waiting to deliver them. Use your voice, speak faith. Comment your testimony. Carry your journey. Every time you declare what heaven has done, the vibration of freedom spreads farther. You become a carrier of light, a walking answer to someone else's prayer. The curse tried to bury you, but heaven planted you instead, and now you are rising, not as the victim of your bloodline, but as its redeemer. Every generation after you will speak your name with honor. Because you stood in faith when the battle raged, and you believed when doubt screamed. You didn't just change your life, you changed time itself. Heaven recorded it. Earth will witness it. And eternity will remember it. And now, my beloved child, keep your spirit open, because what comes next will reveal the unfolding of divine reward, the blessings prepared for those who endured the curse's weight and chose faith over fear. Before we continue, remember this. If this message has stirred your spirit, share it, let your faith echo through the world. Comment your agreement below, and subscribe to stay connected with this divine revelation. Together, we are building a generation that walks in unshakable light. Something even greater is waiting for you. Stay till the end. My beloved child, when heaven completes a battle, it never leaves the victor empty-handed. Every fight fought in faith produces a harvest. You may have thought the breaking of the curse was the end. But in truth, it was the beginning of divine compensation. For every tear shed by your ancestors, for every moment of loss you endured, heaven now prepares a restoration so immense that it will rewrite the definition of blessing in your life. This is the season when Archangel Michael's victory transforms into manifestation, when the unseen becomes visible, and the promises long delayed come rushing in like rivers after a drought. Close your eyes for a moment and sense the stillness. Beneath that calm, something is moving. It is the sound of heaven's order rearranging your life. Where chaos once ruled, structure forms. Where emptiness once lingered, abundance begins to gather. You may not see it yet, but already the lines of your destiny are being redrawn by divine hands. It is as though the heavens are saying, now that the curse is gone, let the promise live. The first signs of restoration often appear small. A sudden opportunity, a message from someone you haven't spoken to in years, a door that quietly opens after long silence. But these are not coincidences, they are divine confirmations. The energy that was once used to hold you back has been reversed, redirected toward your purpose. The curse that took generations to form was broken in one act of faith, and now the blessings meant for those generations are finding their way to you. You are the chosen vessel through which centuries of promise are being delivered. You will begin to notice divine acceleration. What once took years will now take days. Where you struggled to move one step forward, you will now find yourself leaping. That is what happens when heaven removes resistance. The angelic decree that ended the curse has also released momentum. Every dream that was delayed, every prayer that seemed unanswered is now rushing toward fulfillment. Archangel Michael's sword did not only sever darkness. It cleared the path for destiny. But, my beloved, do not rush this season. Restoration is not only about receiving, it is about preparing. When the rains of heaven come, the ground must be ready to hold them. This is the time to align your heart, to strengthen your faith, and to speak life over everything connected to you. You are no longer reacting to curses. You are building legacies. You must live like someone who has inherited divine favor. That means every action you take must reflect freedom. Do not speak from fear anymore, speak from victory. Do not expect struggle, expect supply. When heaven redefines your bloodline, your mindset must follow. The blessings arriving are not temporary rewards. They are generational investments. They are designed to flow through you, not stop with you. This is why you must share what you have learned. Speak to your children, your friends, your community about what faith has done. Let your story of deliverance become their doorway to hope. The same angelic power that broke your curse can move through your words to release others. When you share, you multiply the miracle. When you testify, you open the gates of heaven wider. And remember, gratitude sustains what faith begins. Wake each morning with thanksgiving on your tongue. Thank heaven for battles you never had to fight, for chains broken before you saw them, for peace that surpasses understanding. Gratitude is a shield. It keeps your heart soft and your spirit aligned with divine flow. As you thank heaven, the light within you grows brighter, and that light will attract even greater favor. Now, my beloved, look around you. The signs of transformation are everywhere. Dreams are being restored, health is being renewed. Finances are shifting. Relationships are mending. The same places that once carried pain are now becoming fountains of purpose. You are living in the prophecy that generations long to see. This is the fruit of faith, the evidence that heaven does not forget, and yet, the most beautiful part of this new season is not what you receive, but who you become. You have evolved from the wounded to the warrior, from the survivor to the successor. You have stepped into your divine identity, the one heaven saw all along, and as you walk forward in that truth, Archangel Michael continues to walk beside you, ensuring that no shadow dares return. Pause now, breathe deeply, and realize the magnitude of what has taken place. You are free, your family is free. Your name is free. The curse is not sleeping, it is destroyed. The bloodline that once carried darkness now carries destiny. The heavens rejoice because the story of your lineage has been rewritten in light. If this message has touched your soul, let heaven hear your gratitude. Speak it aloud. Share this revelation so others may find their freedom. Comment your victory. Subscribe for more divine messages, and let this story of restoration echo across the world. Your faith is not just your gift, it is your legacy. Stay close, my beloved child, because what's coming next will reveal the divine assignments that follow deliverance, the purpose heaven has chosen for you now that the curse has been broken. Don't skip. The greatest revelation is still ahead. My beloved child, when heaven writes your story, it does not stop at freedom, it begins to reveal your assignment. Deliverance is not the end of destiny. It is the doorway to it. You are not freed merely to live peacefully. You are freed to walk purposefully. The curse that once followed your name was never only about your pain. It was the enemy's attempt to block the divine mission that runs in your blood. Now that Archangel Michael has cut off the root, heaven is unveiling the true calling that has always been hidden beneath the weight of generational struggle. This is the sacred unveiling, the moment when you begin to understand why you were chosen to bear the fight. Heaven never wastes pain. Every struggle, every heartbreak, every tear you shed under the heaviness of the curse has refined you into someone who can now carry light into dark places. You are heaven's answer to what once plagued your family line. Where others fell, you will stand. Where others feared, you will speak. Where others gave up, you will build. Your purpose will not arrive with thunder or lightning. It will begin as a quiet knowing deep within you. It will stir your heart in moments of stillness, whispering, "This is why you endured." You may feel drawn toward helping others heal, teaching truth, creating beauty, or bringing peace into broken spaces. Whatever form it takes, know this: your assignment is not random. It is tailor-made for the same bloodline that was once cursed. The enemy tried to destroy that calling through generations of distraction and pain, but heaven preserved it until this very moment, waiting for your faith to unlock it. Look closely at what moves your spirit most. The things that break your heart the deepest or ignite your passion the strongest are often the compass pointing to your purpose. They are not just emotions. They are signals from heaven, reminders of what you were designed to change. When you step into that purpose, divine energy will surround you, doors will open easily. People will appear at the right time, and your life will feel like it's flowing with invisible rhythm. That is heaven aligning with you, that is destiny unfolding through obedience. But remember, purpose is not a one-time revelation. It's a journey, it grows as you walk. Each act of faith expands it. Each word of kindness strengthens it. You must not wait for perfection before beginning. Heaven does not call to qualify, and it qualifies a God. Start where you are with what you have. Speak encouragement where you once spoke fear. Offer hope where your family once carried shame. Use your hands, your words, your gifts. They are the tools heaven gave you to build what your ancestors could not. Still, my beloved, purpose requires partnership. You must walk with heaven daily through prayer, reflection, and obedience. Keep your heart aligned with the light. When confusion comes, ask for guidance. When exhaustion tries to settle in, remember who fights beside you. Archangel Michael has not left your side. His presence remains. Now, as a guardian of your purpose, ensuring that nothing can derail the divine plan, when you feel uncertain, Whistler, guide me. You will sense his strength wrapping around your spirit like a cloak of courage. And so, the once cursed child becomes the chosen carrier of light. The one who was once broken now becomes a bridge for others to cross. You were not meant to end the curse only, you were meant to awaken a generation. This is your divine assignment, to live in such radiant freedom that your very existence becomes a prophecy of hope. You are the fulfillment of promises whispered in heaven long before you were born. You are the continuation of prayers spoken in tears by those who came before you. You are the answer, and as you step into that truth, heaven moves with you. Stay close, my beloved child, because what comes next will reveal the final transformation. The sealing of your new identity. Where heaven crowns your obedience and declares you the heir of divine legacy, stay till the end. Something magnificent is about to be revealed. My beloved child, there comes a moment after every battle when heaven's light no longer shines from above, it begins to shine from within. That moment has come for you. The war for your bloodline is over, the curse lies defeated, and now the divine seal is being placed upon your spirit. You are no longer the one who fought through pain, you are the one who carries the legacy of victory. This is your coronation night. The moment when heaven calls you by your new name, redeemed. A transformation is complete. Archangel Michael stands beside you one final time. His sword no longer drawn for war but raised as a symbol of completion. The same fire that once burned to destroy darkness now burns to bless your path. As his light reflects in your eyes, you feel the truth settle deep in your heart. You are free, not just in words but in essence. Your blood, once burdened by generations of sorrow, now carries the rhythm of heaven itself. You have become what the curse tried to prevent, a living testament of divine restoration. Look back for a moment, my child. Do you see it? Every tear that once felt like rain has watered the soil for your new beginning. Every heartbreak that threatened to destroy you was only carving out space for greater peace. Every disappointment was a doorway heaven would later reopen with abundance. The story of your lineage has been rewritten by the ink of faith and the fire of obedience. You have not just survived, you have ascended. Now, heaven invites you to step into identity, not as the wounded heir of pain, but as the carrier of promise. The title of your story has changed forever. You are no longer known by the struggles of your ancestors, but by the strength of your agreement. You said yes when faith called you to believe in what your eyes could not see. You said yes when the world said it was impossible, and that simple agreement has rewritten eternity's records concerning your bloodline. You have become the embodiment of what it means to overcome. Your life will now carry a spiritual fragrance that draws light wherever you go. When you enter a room, heaviness will lift. When you speak, peace will follow. When you act, heaven will amplify your steps. You will carry divine favor so tangibly that people will feel it without knowing why. That is the mark of the redeemed. You are of those who carry heaven's seal. Archangel Michael, the warrior who cut the curse at its root, now steps back, satisfied. His mission is complete, but his guardianship continues. You will not see him as before, in fire and battle, but you will sense him in the calm that follows chaos, in the protection that surrounds your family, in the strength that rises when fear tries to whisper again. He stands watch over your destiny, ensuring the victory remains permanent. The darkness that once knew your name now trembles when it hears it. And now, heaven writes a new decree over you, that your lineage shall be called the blessed line. Every generation that flows from you will carry the signature of grace. Your children and their children will walk in light, not because of luck, but because you believe. You have changed the spiritual DNA of your bloodline forever. The residue of pain had been replaced with a covenant of peace. The spirit of poverty has given way to abundance. The shadow of loss has turned into the banner of purpose. The curse that once repeated itself for centuries has been permanently erased. In the days to come, you will see evidence of this transformation everywhere. Doors that were closed for years will open effortlessly. Dreams that once felt too heavy will suddenly find wings. You will walk into blessings that feel like déjà vu, because they were meant for your ancestors but are now being delivered to you. Every delay has become divine timing. Every failure has been rewritten as preparation. You will stand in moments that feel too beautiful to describe, and you will remember. This is what freedom feels like. But freedom carries a crown, and that crown must be worn with humility. Do not forget who you were when heaven found you. Remember the sound of your broken prayers, the weight of nights you thought would never end, and the voice that told you to believe when everything looked impossible. Those memories are sacred, they are proof of your journey. Carry them not as burdens but as treasures, reminders of the miracle you became. And now, as you stand in this new light, heaven gives you one final commission, live as a guardian of peace. Speak faith where fear still reigns. Be the light in your family, your community, your world. Let your life testify that no curse can outlast faith, no darkness can outshine divine love, and no bloodline is too broken for heaven to redeem. You are not merely free. You are chosen to set others free. You are the living bridge between what was lost and what is now restored. Every step you take from this moment forward will echo through generations. Your lineage will remember this night not as the night of breaking but as the night of becoming. You will be known as the one who turned the tide, the one who believed enough for everyone who couldn't. That is your legacy. That is your crown, and as you read these words, let them seal you. The war is finished. The curse is gone, the blessings are overflowing. Archangel Michael lowers his sword. The heavens sing your name, and peace, the kind that cannot be shaken, settles over you like dawn after the longest night. Now, rise, my beloved child. Walk in the light that is forever yours. Carry your crown with grace, let your story be the evidence that heaven still intervenes, that faith still writes bloodlines, and that divine love still wins. You are Phi. You are Ho, you are the legacy of light that will never fade. The curse that ran in your bloodline ends tonight, and from this moment on, your name is written among the redeemed.